Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 31st of July to the 6th of August 2023. So we begin the week on Tuesday with a full moon at 9 degrees Aquarius, and that's 19:30 UK time, 7:30 PM. So the full moon in Aquarius can bring restless nights. It's a very electrical energy and can also bring flash insights in dreams as well. There's a liberation aspect to Aquarius, as well as illumination, so a chance to tune into higher vibrations, higher thought forms, higher consciousness, and receive messages from your higher inner self. Message of Aquarius is where we can let go of the past and come together as a collective of individuals with a vision for how to go forwards, but without forgetting the things in the past that are strong and sturdy, founded in universal truth. So an electrical start to the week, where we also see Mercury opposite Saturn retrograde. Now, to put this into context, Mercury begins the first phase of its own retrograde on the 4th, when it crosses 8 degrees, heading towards the 24th of August when it turns retrograde. So with Mercury opposite Saturn retrograde here, we've got a chance to turn our minds inwards for deep learning, self-guidance, finding our own certainty on the inside in a world that has so much conflicting information and uncertainty. This will be a phase from August to September to really go in and find our own knowing. Saturn is the inner teacher. But for now, even turning our attention to those topics will be part of the first phase, August the 4th to the 24th, where we can start to see what messages are coming in for us and where we need to shore ourselves up, pull things inwards rather than reaching outwards. So this really does matter where it happens in your chart. For an example, if this is happening in your 12th house, if Virgo is your 12th house, you may have access to past life memories, past life connections that you have in this life that gives an extra layer of meaning to what the current soul contract is. Lessons that you learnt in a past life that may be lingering into this one and are ready to be wrapped up, or things you learnt in a past life that you can stand strong on as you already have that knowledge. Whereas if a retrograde is happening in your 8th house, if you have Virgo in the 8th, then this may see a turnaround in a court case or a divorce, or communication becoming clearer and deeper in an intimate relationship. So the houses are important as we trace these transits to see where it's actually happening for us personally. And on that note, I do actually have a module in my 13-module astrology course on the houses, and I've kept the course flexible so you can actually just take 1 or 2 modules to add to your existing knowledge. So Mercury retrograde in Virgo, first phase coming in this week, and begins slightly early with Mercury opposite Saturn retrograde for this full moon in Aquarius. So very spiritual, feeling into the frequencies outside of our 5 senses, ancient knowledge, all with a view to make us stronger and more sure of ourselves when we turn our bright minds to focus on worthy subjects that we can learn from. So an incredible combination of energies with Aquarius, the illuminated, visionary, Mercury, the mind, processing thoughts, where we tune in to receive higher consciousness and inspiration, and Saturn, the inner teacher. So the theme of this week will be to listen and learn, to use your mind like a sharp tool, to be curious, to be able to feel into what's going on beyond the obvious, because our eyes only see 5% of the light spectrum and our ears only hear 5% of the audio spectrum, and yet it's with our inner sensitivities that we can tune in to the other 95%. And all this while we're still in the Venus retrograde, which is the heart, and the heart fire with Leo. So until the 3rd of September, we're recalibrating not only how we feel, but how we feel empowered within ourselves, how we value ourselves, how we become love as a state of being, rather than seeing it as external validation. So a complex web of energies here. The mind and the heart are very much at play. The ultimate goal is to raise your frequency, open your awareness, and listen more deeply to your intuition. But if you want to take advantage of your actual personal chart to take these lessons deeper, then do look at which houses this is all happening in for you. So one of the major advantages of astrology is to be able to ride these transits with the awareness of how long they're going to last, what they represent to us, and couple that with our own existing inner awareness of whatever we're experiencing, and to see this as a rewarding, cleansing and healing process. So if you would like to see where this is happening for you, I am available zoehind7@gmail.com. If you'd like to learn astrology, as I say, I do have a 13 module course that you can just pick modules to increase your existing knowledge, and the course involves videos, course notes and a 30-minute Zoom call to go through the material and answer any questions. And I also offer personalised coaching. If you're going through something, I can really get to the roots of it and help you find the treasure in the middle of the experience. So a very high vibrational week, full moon in Aquarius, coming into the first phase of the next Mercury retrograde, and in the middle of the current Venus retrograde, we've got the soul, the spirit, the heart and the mind all having a workout, all in perfect timing, and all for our own self-improvement and sovereignty. So wishing you an illuminating week, and I'll see you next week.